Welcome to The Search, where we help you guys search for the answers that you're looking for. I know a lot of us are young and we have things that we want to do, but we don't know where we're going to get the information to do the things we want to do. Now you may be asking, Shana, are we interrupting your hair appointment? Yes and no, because today the answer that we're looking for is for those of you that have been curious about the beauty industry. Joining me today, we have the lovely
Anne. Hi, people.
So this is Twisted by Anne. I know some of you guys have seen her on social media doing amazing, beautiful hair services. She runs a mobile hair salon. And we're going to be asking so many questions. How did you start doing hair? How did you break through into this saturated industry? And she's a youth, just like the rest of us, fresh out of uni. So we have so many questions. So first of all, why did you choose to start doing hair?
I feel like, when you tell people doing hair, they start thinking of people who haven't been to school. And I had the same mentality. And I remember my mom for the longest time used to tell me you should actually start up a salon or something like that. But I wasn't really good with hair.
Yeah.
So I get to uni and I'm pursuing IT. So my friends used to come through and then I do their natural hair twist. So sometimes my friend is like, why haven't you actually looked into monetizing this? And I'm like, I don't know. I actually don't really think I can do braids and all that. So initially, Twisted by Anne started out as a natural hair gully salon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was looking at twists, anything to do cornrows, anything to do natural hair. And my friends told me, why don't you scale? If you actually want to grow clientele and whatnot, you should actually look at including braids into your catalog and all that. So I tried it. And
how did it go?
The start is a bit rocky because I wasn't good yet.
You're still learning?
And I was still working alone. I hadn't actually gotten employees, so it was so draining. I'd have crazy burnout. Imagine I have school and then I'm running back to back with clients and appointments, and then maybe the feedback sometimes is not good.
Oh, and they're like, oh, you're playing in my head.
Exactly, why is your hair growing after a week?
Oh.
And I'm like, okay.
Means that you're not gripping tight enough.
Yeah, but the thing is, I actually loved seeing women get their hair done. When I started it as a natural hair girly thing, I remember going with my sister to a salon and she was getting her hair done. And then I saw all these ladies walking in with their messy hair, and then they're walking out when they're so excited.
Like,
oh my god.
Now.
Yeah, and I'm this is something I'd want to do for people. So that's how I started the braiding. And from then till now, I feel like there've been ups and downs. But yeah,
so how long has Twisted by Anne been in business?
It's been a year since I actually officially put out my poster, my business poster. Yes,
That's
but actively making money, I think 4-5 months.
Oh, yeah. So for the year that you've been working, you've only been making profit for the first 6 months?
5 months.
5 months, okay.
No, I feel like the profit was there and it is good. Trust me, anyone that actually wants to get into a business, I'd actually tell you to get into it. But then when you notice you're not having returning clients, then there's a problem. So that's why I had to first take a pause.
And you're like, what's up? Why are you not
Actually,
coming?
I think I took a pause and I was like, no, this is too much work. I'm just a girl.
I want to chill.
Yeah, I can't do this. But then I think when I was going back for my Jan sem, my final sem, I was like, you know what, let's give this thing one more try, because I've seen all these amazing ladies who have salons and they're doing very big things. So I'm like, let's give this a try again.
So,
and yeah.
So you run a mobile salon. For those of you that don't know, it means that she doesn't have a place you come to town and get your hair done. She comes to you. What prompted you to change up the normal style of business? Yeah.
Okay. So one, man, you can't just have a location if you don't have the money. There's the money aspect. And this was me starting off. And also, it wasn't a thing my parents were really into. Because you're in school. Not until they weren't supportive, but they were like,
focus on studying.
I mean, maybe she's just messing around. Let's see how far she can go with this. So I get into it and they didn't really give me money. So I'm like, I'm going to do it.
Regardless.
Actually started doing my sister's hair, the braids. And then they noticed that money is now coming in. They're like, oh, And then there's a time I really wanted the location, but then I talked to someone and they're like, clients actually love being in the comfort of their homes.
Which
if
is
it's
true.
a service you're offering at affordable, guys, my price is actually very affordable. At affordable prices, no one would want to come to the salon. No one wants to go through the crazy streets of Kampala.
So you found a niche community. You found a need, and you found a way to meet that need. I
salvaged that, but I still think I'm still going to look into a location, but I'll still have the mobile services,
which I think is also really cool. So I hope some of you guys are maybe taking notes of this. When you want to maybe break out in business, there's always going to be a need. So when you find a specific need and you find a solution to that need, then demand will always be there.
Yeah.
So I assume I didn't do business. But another thing, how did you find clients? Because I know that hair is a very saturated industry here in Uganda. If you walk in Gazaland, you'll find how many salon people pulling you to do your hair. So how did you start finding clients, especially as a new business?
Well, I'd say, we have this mentality of, oh my God, I have such a huge, like my social capital is huge. I'm actually going to get my friends coming through. Let them not lie to you. Your clients come in like later, like your friends come in like later.
Oh, they're not the first. Because usually they're like,
she's not going to play in my head, not me, not today. So I remember it was a bit slow. This was like last year before I actually decided to go fully in, like I told you. So I would like post, and then like maybe you post your flyer, and then by then you don't really know like how business works, because this is my first time being in business. You're trying to attract clients and you're actually selling yourself short. So like your prices are like very low. So maybe like I was like, okay, if I have like very low prices, I'll get clients, which they'd actually come through. By the end of the day, you're like, you go back and you're doing the math and you're like,
you're not making as much as you're supposed to be.
You're actually spending more on like movement and the hair, and you don't even have like good suppliers. So I got to that point where I was like,
you have to start thinking
I'd like
seriously.
Post, and then like maybe you have like 2-3 clients a week, 1 client, 3 clients a month. But then there's this one specifically, I was like, you know what? I have friends, let me utilize them. So I go into like all their inboxes and I send them like my business flyer. I'm like, you guys, here you go. Help me post. You will not believe it. I had so many bookings. I think it was in Feb.
And I was booked just out. Full?
Yes, and you know like how my appointments work, you book with a fee. So that also helps me not to have like empty promises, like clients.
Yeah, like I'm coming.
Yes. So I think I got so many callbacks, like people were really, really reaching out, and I was booked for like a whole month.
And you were full.
Yes, but I was still working alone.
Oh,
let's keep that.
You didn't have employees at that time period.
Yeah. So I was still working alone. So I'd go work, but like they would never call me back.
Oh.
So that's how you know there's a problem.
Like maybe the service is too slow.
Yes, or the hair is not neat enough. So one of my really close friends who I work on, and she's a client, reached out to me after some time, and I'd see the videos, like you do someone's hair and then the next week she doesn't have the hair.
And you're like, oh, where did the hair go?
Where am I going wrong? So she tells me, she's like, this is constructive criticism. I think you need to actually like learn to do your hair better. It's not so firm and
then
so
you
it hurt.
Go back and
it pinched really. Trust me. Criticism is, when it's not like good, it really, really does hurt.
Especially when it's something that you're trying to build and start.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, what do I need to do better? So I sat down and I asked myself, and I'm like, the profits were coming in because you're working alone, so you're not paying anyone. There's no one to pay. So you're
like, okay, now Mr. Money.
Yeah, but now I'm like, this money is not going to come back because
people are not going to come back.
Yes. So I'm like, I need help. So when I decided to reach out and like get a person I can work with, I think since then it's been better. And I post a lot on my social media, and people will reach out, and when I do nice hair, and someone is going to see your hair.
Like, okay, now I want to do hair.
Exactly. So yeah, that's how I've been able to.
So now I know that lots of young people, and maybe they want to venture into hair. So how did you start learning to do hair for people that are also passionate about it, but they have no skill?
I must say I'd always loved doing hair. So always when my mom would do, when you're young and your mom does your tooth or your swirls. So I'm like, how does this babe actually do swirls? Who am I trying and it's failing? So playing my sister's heads a lot. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school, but I'd really try to figure out why is it not working out and why does she make it seem so easy. So I'd say practice. The practice is what has made me better.
Exactly.
But then also I'd watch a lot. I'd watch tutorials and then I'd want to actually try it. But don't try it on people's heads. Yeah.
At least paying customers.
Have a mannequin or like have someone close to you who's going to like
allow
let
you to play in their head.
So that's how I've been able to like build the skill. And also like when I got help, I have improved tremendously. I wouldn't say I'm exactly where I want to be, like any hairstyle, bring it, throw it at me. We can do every hairstyle, but not me like entirely.
Specifically,
yeah, because I'm still learning. It's like being a doctor,
like
you learn every day on
as
job.
you move.
Yes.
So for those of you that are watching, I hope that you're picking some serious lessons, especially if you're interested in hair. Let me summarize. Our hair business here in Uganda, very, very saturated. So if you want to break through, find a very specific niche and then try and fit there. She realized a lot of people like doing mobile hair services, and I'm one of them. And she's going to give us salon prices at home. So maybe you can find something that's different, that will sell, that will surround you, and also have good friends. We're seeing your story talking about how your friends told you maybe try doing hair, your friends told you maybe sell this, your friends are posting you. Have friends that are going to support your ideas, and I feel like then you'll be okay. Thank you so much, Anne, for joining us.
Thank you to Shana for hosting me.
And thank you so much for the hair.